Alright, YouTube, this is Gamer Guy Gladimir, and I am here today to show you Gravekeeper Fusion. It is a silly deck. As you can see again, this month I am super cogged. I've been cogged since halfway through the point of the month. Let's make sure that's correct. Yes, about the 14th, 13th, I don't remember. It's in the video where I stated that I made my 4th cog in a row. So I saw a deck online a couple weeks back on my Legend Rank 5 climb up. It was a Gravekeeper deck of all decks. And a Gravekeeper deck of all decks is silly. See, this person's like, he said a thing? Nobody sets anything. But setting things kind of trips your opponent up, and that's what the cool part of this deck is. Dark Lord Ixchel. So Dark Lords are probably going to slaughter me across this field, but I did want to show you guys this deck because it is kind of a cool deck. It's just really something different. It's not easy to play. I think this will be the 3rd loss with it, so we're going to mark that. What I'm doing is I'm marking, since everyone in COG has decided to test their World Cup series after my deck rant about how everyone was playing bad decks. I believe that not that video affected anything. I believe everyone just decided one day we're going to test our World Cup series stuff here now, because that's what you're supposed to do. I'm going to probably have a 0-3 on the odds for GK Fusion, guys, and I just want you to know the odds of the deck against a lot of the meta decks. I mean, it's not that Ancient Gear is at 0-3, Red Eyes is also at 0-3, Dragoonity is at 0-3, GK Fusion, Gravekeeper Fusion, this particular style of the GK deck, is at 3. So this is going to be their OTK. This is my 0-3. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of decks that aren't going to be good in the World Series. I can tell you right now, I still have Subterrors to test because they're 2-1 right now. They were the ones who lost to the GK Fusion deck, which I wrote down in big bold letters, so I didn't forget to make and test it. Making and testing it, I'm testing it with No Mortal Can Resist. Fantastic ability, by the way. Works really good on Shiranui, shuts the deck down completely. It can stop up Metaphys if you can put them in the graveyard. Let's see. That's really it on that. These are just more World Cup Series predictions, guys. I can tell you right now, Cyber Dragon and Dark Magician will see a lot of the play because that's what's beaten every deck that I've been testing. Let's do one with the Subterrors and we'll close them out too. But the Subterror guy is no longer the old Subterror guy because apparently we all didn't realize it. And yes, I called the deck Subterrorist, but we all didn't realize it. Labyrinth Builder doesn't stop you from summoning, activating effects. It literally is just an ability that's good. Like, it's actually better than the other ability, the masked one with Loomis and Umbra? Yeah. Forget those two. The Paradox Brothers are in now. This deck is actually extremely powerful, and my problem comes down to, am I just playing it way too well because I know the deck that well? But I had to rule that out because Red Eyes is also at an 0-3. Red Eyes had no wins, which is pretty brutal for a Red Eyes deck. Usually with a Red Eyes deck, you're confident to win. Man, look at that Kaiba dual disc. Oh no, I'm back with the GKs? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I will pull up the Subterrors right after this. Please don't mind this massive... I was wondering what was wrong with my hand. Why do I have Necro Valley? Was this a tech? I've seen Subterror Necro Valley techs, and they're pretty awful. They usually don't play who they're expecting them to play. And if they do in any means or shape or fashion, you just typically womp on them anyway. Oh, dang, you didn't do it? That's a bad move. Because now you've enabled this. Oh my friend, you've become quite the enabler here. This is gonna be intense. So her flip will activate and she won't die, giving me access to any of whoever I want. This person I feel is not making any sort of effort to fight me, which I'm really intrigued by, because I'm like, you don't have to fight me. That's not a prerequisite of the game. It's just an easier way to win if you're more willing to fight your opponent. But it could be that he's not able to get his abilities off and doesn't want to take any risks. Unfortunately, with Gravekeeper's Descendant, you don't really get the option of not taking risks. He himself will destroy your board, and if you let him, he just does what he wants. Let's see, there's 3 Gravekeepers total, and none of them have different names from the other. Well, I mean, 3 of them do, but Descendant, as far as the 4th, would not activate Quintet's effect. Wow, we got one. I have closed down the odds for GK Fusion, so I'm not going to add that last win. I will start a new tally and put GK Fusion up as having a win, particularly against a really bad matchup. Let's take a look what it was. Oh yeah, this guy didn't have a chance in hell, like a snowball's chance in hell. That is a really convoluted deck to do a lot of nothing. Yeah, this deck was designed to do a lot of nothing. So we'll switch over. I'll show you the Subterrors deck, because I think that they have probably some of the most meta potential out of any deck that's ever come into the game. And in fact, they make an equally strong matchup for whatchamacallums, the Dark Lords. If you just banish their first monster, or whatever monster you're not able to deal with Umastrix, you pretty much will always win when you use that trap spell that they have, or that trap card they have. It's an extremely important card to their plays, and I don't know why more people try to run the deck without it than with it. The deck works best with it than it does without. That's just a given. But let me show you a match or two with the Subterrors. As you can see, the GK Fusion deck is not the deck where you want to make an error or a misplay, whereas the Subterror deck, I feel, can afford a misplay. I might end up just talking to you more about the deck because it looks like my game crashed. Alright, game did crash, but we got to keep recording and didn't have to stop that. Subterrors. This is Odeon. It's probably going to be a bad one. Man, everyone's playing hefty up here these days. I don't even get it. Yeah, 21 cards. He's probably some form of draw deck if he's running 21. Alright, so we are up against a control deck. This guy's really freaked out about what my set card is, and I'm loving it. So he's going to gain 3,000 if we attack him, which was what we're not going to do. We're not going to waste any attack potential on this guy. Because what we need is we need to get rid of that set card, which we can very easily do. And he's probably giving us another lava golem, which I'm okay with, guys. He can't make me flip lava golem face up. But I can make his monster stay face down. My opponent may not realize it, but they've done it to themselves now. Because now, although I'm in a really bad spot because they have the lava golem down, they're probably going to put a second one down. Activate the effect of Flip-Flop Frog. Which I will be shocked if this person isn't playing Rebirth of Parshath. Wow. Okay, they saw their loss. So that's what I'm saying. Subterrors do extremely well. Let's see what the deck was, because again, it could have just been a nobody matchup where like the deck was not designed to actually play. Zoizit. So that is a Cyberdark win, but not a Cyberdark Desperado. This is a Cyberdark control win, which I don't even know how to mark that down. Side control. Sidcon. Beat Sidcon. Cyberdark control, and it was a bad one, guys. Like, he was just relied on ultra rares to get up here, and y'all let that fall through. Just remember that. He was relying strictly on the ultra rare plays to get him through up here, and y'all let that fool up here. So now the Subterrors we're going to close out after this match, and I'll let you know their odds. The odds for Cyber Dragon again are 1 and 4. Ancient Gears are 0 and 3. Red Eyes have been 0 and 3. Dragoonity 0 and 3. Gravekeeper 0 and 3. Now you might be asking, why 0 and 3? Why not give them 2 extra matches like the Cyber Dragons? The Cyber Dragons didn't need extra matches to get a win. They got a win in their first set, so that's why they got extra matches and playtesting with them. Other than that, I would have had no reason to do that, so... And we'll just surprise them from there. So then, Subterror, Labyrinth Wall, Subterror LW, baby. Right now the odds are 3 to 1. So that's probably my best bet for the World Cup, personally. But we will find that out, whether or not that's true. So, before they can use Snipe Hunter, I recommend using Umastrix, as that could potentially shut down their whole deck. They wasted their monster summon, she sealed tombs, said let us battle, and didn't accomplish her goal. Activate effect. Nope. We will summon him. Activate effect. Flip summon him. Change his attack to a 47. And let's see if we don't meet 4-1 odds with the Subterror deck. And we get 4 to 1. So this Subterrors, I want you guys to know, will get a spotlight, particularly this version of the deck. This one is actually looking like what may be the king of World Cup 2020. I'm thinking that Subterrors are going to get a nerf instead of getting Guru this year. I would love to get Guru. I've read the card online. It looks really cool. If you don't know what it does, I highly recommend you check it out. But Subterror, Labyrinth Wall combo, Labyrinth Wall skill, which isn't always needed, as you've witnessed. I didn't use it 2 times. Let's see what skill I got. Oh, Draw Sense Light is cool, but not enough light decks. But yeah, right now the odds are 4-1 favoring Subterrors, guys. Go out there with those Subterrors. We'll do a deck spotlight on Subterrors as well at some point, so that way you guys have an understanding of the deck, why it's 4-1. Let's see what it beat. Ah, yeah, Blue Eyes, baby. BEWD deck beaten. So this deck does have the most match variety as far as what it can beat and what it loses to. It lost to Gravekeeper Fusion once, and that was it. It hasn't lost since. It was in between its wins, so they weren't a streak. It was 2 streaks, though. They were 2-2, and then a loss in between. So that's what's up. We wrecked the Blue Eyes deck with the Sealed Tombs. But Subterrors right now are holding the strongest. I haven't tested Dark Magician. As you can see, I didn't go over to the pack in the last video, like I said. But I am currently missing the last Dark Magic Circle that I would need to run, I think, a very optimized 2 Magical Circles, 2 Navigation deck. I think it'll work best like that, because then you can use 3 Magical Fusions to get your fusions on the board. Or if you want 3 Chaos Forms for your Chaos version of Dark Magician, that's cool too. I have gone through this pack. This is the 2nd time. I own every super rare in this pack 3 times or more. So Thunder Dragon Duo, baby. Oh, Righty Driver is totally cool. If you have Synchrons you can't use Righty Driver. You'll have to calculate your stars different, but Righty Driver is really good for Synchrons. You just don't have to have the Synchron for the monster. So, other than that, guys, this has been Gamer Guy Vladimir. I'm going to do a Subterrorist, because they're the Subterrorists. They ain't terrorists, they're terrorists. We're going to do that fucking deck exclusive spotlight, and other than that, guys, I am out. A lot of my deck spotlights should be relevant through the next few months, because these are updated versions of the older versions of the decks. I'm not showing you guys decks that are not worth your time. Let me know what you play, and let me know what you're planning to bring to the World Cup. I really am not going to play Subterrors until the first round. And why did I leave Flower Guardians? So the first round of testing is done. Decks that didn't get at least a 3-2 can't be continued into the testing of round 2. So round 1 testing, I can say Subterrors will probably chunk away round 1. Just the majority of round 1's going to be eaten by Subterrors. The reason being is they're the only deck that's not in the meta right now, but it destroys Dark Lords. It doesn't have the Dark Lord I'm going to lose weakness. It's, oh, you're making a move with your Dark Lord. Okay, let me make one with my Subterror. And, oh, there's the win. Flower Guardian I'm going to test as well, guys. Very hard deck to run. Very likely bricks. But just to show you, I'm even running a modernized version of that deck. Let me believe it was on the Jaden. Oh, no, it was on the Jaden yourself. No, it wasn't. Flower Guardian, yeah, it was. Okay, this is the Flower Guardian build. It runs grit, and I love grit. Now, we're going to update this. We're going to go 1 reincarnation more. We're going to go 1 flower stacking more. We are going to cut 2 cards. We are going to cut 1 Zebra Grass with Moon. And I think we'll keep 2 Peonies. I love Peony. So we'll cut 1 Zebra Grass. You only need 1. Now this is your build for the Flower Guardians. Come down here. These are your synchros. You want to use these. The reason being is you do not want synchros that will not work for you. What I mean by this is that you can only synchro summon with your 6-star and your 1-star, or you need a full board. So you need 6 stars and 7 stars. This is what I've provided for you guys. Other than that, this video is over. This video turned into more of a World Cup prediction video. But like I said, Subterrors, expect the strongest results. Once you reach COG with Subterrors, you're pretty much guaranteed a ton of free wins. I wanted to show you guys my losses all month. Haven't been just for no reason. I've been playing and testing. And when as you can see, I got super excited about testing the Subterrors again because they work. I am going to test a Sharonwi build and do a spotlight there. Probably one of my Sharonwi decks, personally one of my hybrids, just because I feel those hybrids work a lot better. They run this, and Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon is very powerful. But that's it for now, guys. Enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend. This has been Gamer Guy Vladimir, and I am out.